It happens every 30, 40 seconds. There you go. Stays on all night while I'm trying to sleep as well. This is the 4th generation mini lime. I'm going to install a new one. This is the 5th generation. This is a Fujitsu air conditioner from the wall. This was incredibly hard to get off. This is the base, and this is the top. And this part here on the left-hand side, this little hook thing, was sticking into the back. I'd removed all the screws and everything from all those other components and the sides. I just couldn't figure out. I felt like the whole thing was going to come off the wall. This bit was jammed. If you want to look at it closely, look. This is the culprit right here. What I did was, I was able to move this side, this half, with the electrical side, off the wall on diagonal, right? So I'd diagonally taken it off, and I thought, fuck it, if it breaks, I'll just, I don't know, put sticky tape all over it. So I just jammed it, and then I just grabbed it and just pulled it. The blades and things people talk about, those foils, whatever these things are called, they're menial in terms of the difficulty of getting it off. It's that top left-hand corner that I had a problem with. Don't really need to take that part off, I guess. Just disconnect that. Disconnect that. It's going all over the carpet. That's a lot of water. Make sure you got a bucket ready for that stuff. Okay, it just pulls apart. Pull, okay? Okay, so I'm just gonna pull. Oh, okay, it came straight off. That's what's left. This is the one that's presumed broken. Let's hope it is broken, because I don't want to have to ever open this thing again. The cable in the box comes with 4 wires. The electrician looks like he's just chopped those 2 wires. You can see they're chopped, so I guess they're irrelevant for my setup. Okay, in that new box, I got this filter, but I don't want to cut this. This one doesn't have a filter, does it? So I don't want to re-hose anything. I just want to put the other one in and plug it straight in there and not rewire anything. Basically, the instructions are just 1 page, and if you can read that, I don't know what the focus is like and what sort of monitor you're using, but there you go. That's about as close as you can get. That's the end of the instructions. This filter, to take all that off again, just to replace this, I don't want to do it. Okay, side-by-side comparison. I'm assuming that this one was the 4th generation. Made so much noise, just constantly going. And as you saw, it was just pissing water all over the floor. And this is the new one. I think this is the 5th generation. I assumed they were the same size for some reason. The 5th generation is bigger. It's got this little sensor in there. It's different, completely different design. This little black thing in the base. I hope it fits in there. Hopefully this will fit. Yep, cool. And this hose. All right, that's working okay. And then this, I think is that, okay, that seems fine. I'm just going to clean all that, and I'm going to clean this thing in the shower, and I'll clean all those components down on the floor. Okay, so I just took a shower basically with all this stuff, as clean as I could get it, but you know, there are certain bits that are stained, which is why you shouldn't drink coffee and red wine. Okay, this is the part I was most interested in that was missing and vital from the other videos. Up here in the corner is where the cover got stuck. And I don't know why, but it was up here in this left-hand corner. Something to do with this edge here. It was stuck on this thing. So I've just left the wiring as it was. Okay. Wow, what a motherfucker. Okay, so as you can see, the right-hand side wants to come off. The only thing stopping it is that. Now let's see the left-hand side, because this is where I had all the trouble. Okay. All right. See, it's not coming off. There are no screws. It's just got to, you've just got to use a lot of force to get over the lip up there. That's the biggest hurdle in this whole operation. That lip in that top left-hand corner. If you do not have a pump going to the roof, you're probably lucky enough to own a house instead of an apartment, in which case you can do whatever you want, just go straight out the wall and into the backyard. But for the rest of us who live in apartments, we've got to pump it all up onto the roof or something. That's the electrical cover I had to remove to get the whole thing off. Here are the hooks on the side cover. One that I'm using, it isn't pointy, it's blunt. Now, because of all the maintenance I've had to do, I might just leave that cover in the middle off. It was never really attractive anyway. It was an afterthought from the people who installed this thing. I feel like they should have installed it further to the right so it wouldn't have had to happen. All right, still one screw remaining in my hand. Now I think I saw in a video somewhere that I'm supposed to fill this thing with water before I turn it on, because it is a pump and it doesn't like running dry. And it would take a while for the water to accumulate. So I've got to somehow pour water into the air conditioner to fill up the hose again. Add water to the AC unit's drain pan. I think I remember where this extra screw came from. Here it is. Don't worry, just tap water. It's just coming out here. It's all coming out here. Is anything ending up in there? Is that filling up? It is. Can you see that? Yep. I think I did it. This old 4th generation one, and all these instructions written on here. And I had to keep pressing these buttons, 1, 2, double, hold it down for 10 seconds. Even one instruction even said, turn it on, hold it on while turning on the mains power. How the fuck are you supposed to reach the main power? That's ridiculous. Okay, it's dripping over there. That's not good. Is that because of this connection here? It's this seal here. That's where it's coming from. This seal right here. It's not coming from there. Could they have made this any more cumbersome and uncomfortable to use? I don't trust this company. The last one kept making heaps of noises, heaps of complaints throughout the internet. And now this one's leaking when it's brand new. Just out that seal there. And that's on firmly. I'm gonna squirt some more water in. It shouldn't. Well, the thing is, it would never get that high. It would pump before, no, that's not true. It could easily get that high. Fuck, I'm just gonna turn it on and see what happens. That's leaking all over the place, as you can see. It's dripping all over the place from here. That's dry up there. I can tell you right now, it's this perimeter here. This rubber seal, it's not doing its job. Fuckers. Look what's happening in my wall from this air conditioning, from this failed pump from Aspen. Let's see if it's as silent as they say. Hopefully it'll just work and not blow up and spray water all over the bloody living room. Okay, I just turned on the mains power. It's looking good. Make sure it's set to cold. Let's hope that's fixed it. So far, so good, but it hasn't really had a proper test yet. It takes a few minutes, maybe an hour to fill up with water. Okay, so this has been running very smoothly for an hour. No drips. So far, so good. Just hope that there'll be no other trouble. Right now, the carpet that I'm standing on is soaking wet. But hopefully that'll fix over time with evaporation. The plumbers who put this in put this here, but it just makes it super hard. It's being squeezed pretty much there, that hose, but I think it's still enough to let the water through. It really just doesn't fit very well. Whatever. There are a couple of things that came in the box that might be useful. If I chop some of that off, that could work well. See this groove on the side? Seems to correspond with that. Maybe if I lean this. Not bad. This is sticking out from the wall just because of the way they put it against the wall, so there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. But that's good. It's improved for sure. All clean.